Welcome back to another edition of the Prospect Profile. This is a mini-series we do here within the Cincinnati Reds franchise here on MLB The Show 22. Last time we were down in Double-A last season, taking a look at Jay Allen with the Chattanooga Lookouts, and now we're going to be heading up to Triple-A with the Louisville Bats here early on this season to take a look at third baseman slash first baseman Johnnie Feagin. Johnnie is a 21-year-old third baseman slash first baseman. Like I said, he bats right-handed, throws right-handed as well, stands 5'10" and weighs in at 192 pounds. And he was drafted by the Reds in the 2020 first-year entry draft in the 4th round out of the University of Michigan. Feagin is currently sitting at a 73 overall B potential, which is very solid. And just looking at his ratings, without a doubt, it jumps off the page. His best attribute is his contact. His bat is a very, very high level, just an extremely high level contact hitter. Currently sitting at 79 versus right-handed pitching and 85 against left-handed pitching. He's got decent plate vision, sitting at 67 currently, and a very good clutch with a 78, which will help him drive him in runs. But unfortunately, his plate discipline is not the greatest. 51 by no means is awful, but he's just not Taylor Walls up there at the dish either. But like I always say with these guys, he is a B potential, only 21 years old, so his plate discipline will 100% be going up as he develops throughout the system. He also has enough power in his bat to hit like 10-ish in a full Major League season if he really gets into a bunch. 15 home runs is probably his max, though, if I had to guess. He's just never going to be a big power threat, but that is totally fine when you have a contact bat like he does. He can just be an absolute doubles machine. So if we take a look at how his stats have fared last season in 2023 at the AAA level, he only got 81 ABs with the Bats, but he did put up a very solid 881 OPS with 2 home runs and 4 doubles in that very short stint towards the end of the season. And unfortunately this year he has gotten off to a slow start. He could be getting seriously BABIP'd though, because as you will see in the clips, that was what was happening to me as well. Just a lot of really, really solid contact being hit right at players. So he only has a 501 OPS here early on in the season, but like I said, it is very early in the season. He only has 42 ABs here in AAA, so it's just a very, very small sample size. Can't really judge too much based on that. I'm very confident he'll be able to rebound. He's not going to be a total bust in AAA. Feagin also has some speed to his game as well. Not going to lead the league in stolen bases type speed, but absolutely could swipe a few bags, like 15-ish, maybe even 20 if he's really pushing it. He's got 60 speed, 40 steal, and 50 base running aggression, so definitely not a slowpoke out there on the base paths. But as you may have noticed, the weakest part of his game is his defense. Currently has a 57 fielding and a 57 reaction rating, paired with a 63 arm strength and 61 arm accuracy. And with those ratings, he unfortunately is probably never going to be a third baseman, especially with our team where we have Elly De La Cruz and other infielders who are just better defensively, and we're trying to build a team that is very good defensively. So his likely spot in the big leagues would be at first base or at DH. Maybe he could learn how to play left field down the line, but we also have a lot of other guys in the system who could potentially play left field for us, so once again, a bit of a logjam there. But the good news for Feagin is that with that high-level contact bat and the bit of speed that he has, and being so young at a B potential and already so good, he is absolutely a guy who could establish himself as the long-term first baseman or the long-term DH. Because the thing with this team right now is that nobody has really kind of claimed that first base job as theirs. We have a few guys who could possibly be the long-term first baseman, and Johnnie Feagin is absolutely within that list of players now. And then, of course, after this 2024 season, JD Martinez's contract will be up, so he'll either retire or he will probably not be getting brought back, and that DH spot will be open for a guy like Johnnie Feagin to fill in and get everyday ABs at the major league level. So as far as Feagin's future goes, I mean, he could play in the big leagues right this second. I could call him up right now, and that contact bat would play at the big league level. But ideally, he gets some more ABs down in the minors because, like I said, he barely got any ABs last year, barely got any ABs this year, so I'd like to see him get some more at-bats down there in AAA, really start to heat up, get in a groove, and then once he starts heating up, then it'll be possibly looking at him to come up to the big leagues this season. That is absolutely a possibility, especially if we're going to end up needing a bat at some point, if I feel like our hitting is lacking at some point in the season. But even if he does not make it onto the big league team this season in Cincinnati, he will absolutely be getting a serious look for a first base or DH job on next year's big league team. So with that being said, that is going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Prospect Profile of Johnnie Feagin, the corner infielder / DH prospect. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I am saying, why can't you give players flip-up sunglasses in this game? I want my guys to have flip-up sunglasses.